In this video, we will demonstrate how to calibrate a torque wrench. We have a torque transducer with a readout. With our torque transducer, and we make sure we set foot-pounds and foot-pounds. This is a 100 foot-pound torque wrench with a 250 foot-pound torque transducer. The first readings are going to be clockwise, and we take test points at 20%, 60%, and 100%. And I'm going to start by exercising the wrench in our load cell approximately up to full scale. And tare 0. Next is I'm going to position the torque driver to be apply the load at the mark, which every torque wrench has. Fixture this in, and next I'm going to drive it over, get it roughly lined up. First is I'm going to take my test points at 20%, which is 20 foot-pounds. So I'm going to drive it up and drive till I read 20 on this unit and measure the output, which in this case is about 20.17. I'm then going to back it off, come back down to 0, relax it, and reapply the load up to 20 foot-pounds, which in this case is 20.14. I'm going to do it one more time for the third reading, recording each of these readings. And 20.15 in counterclockwise direction. Next is the 60% load, 60 foot-pounds. I'm going to keep indexing. I'm going to come up on it and past it. I'm going to keep driving all the way up to 60. And I read at 60.41 and repeat the process 3 times, coming down, relaxing it, and then re-driving it all the way back up to the test point. In this one it's 60. That's our second reading of 3. 60.36 and relax it. And do it a third time. .38. And finally, we do the last test point in the counterclockwise direction, which is full scale, which is 100. This might buzz at us. And we get our final reading, setting to 100 of 100.5, and that's the value that we write down on our torque transducer. Next, I back the unit all the way off so it's free, and then re-drive it all the way back up to that 100% capacity, which is 100 foot-pounds. And holding 100.5. The next part for this torque wrench, after writing down those 9 readings, is to take the torque wrench all the way out, flip it to the counterclockwise direction, and exercise the unit roughly up to full scale in the counterclockwise direction. And I'm just going to manually do this a few times, and it's good to go. And tare the 0 on the transducer and the torque wrench. The final steps for this is to repeat the 9 readings at 20%, 60%, and 100% for this torque wrench in the counterclockwise directions using the same fixtures as shown, except pushing it instead of pulling it. So that concludes how to calibrate a torque wrench.